UNESCO World Nature Heritage site in Messel, the Messel pit, where a lot of important fossils, movements, and a digital compass for a rough estimation of the direction. Then we have different computer vision approaches, so marker tracking, a very simple one. We're still using
Munich. And I thought it was really interesting because it actually shows a volume rendered augmented reality. At first they show, you know, on a face, and they're actually showing some of the vascular structures there, which may be important when you're trying to do blocks in the face, like for dental blocks, etc. The next one is showing what I showed you before. We were trying to insert maybe a needle in the spine, and so this is giving a picture on a phantom of how it would look under the skin. So this can help you in terms of training to make you understand when you stick a needle here, you got to look out for these structures. So education is a real big application, an initial application for augmented reality in medicine. And then after this, there's a really neat picture of.
So what's the display device that's being used?
I think they were using. That's a good question. A lot of times they're using a see-through head-mount display on this. So obviously it can't be. And this is what they're using here too. So it's not really practical always in a patient situation. But this is really good also for education. You see, you have fiduciary markers on the body, and then they're actually showing with the AR. They're showing what the skeleton would look like, and this is also good again for teaching procedures, so you can understand where when I put the needle here on the foot, when the skin looks like this, what actually am I, you know, what angle should I be going at? See where the green is? That's the bursa, the joint bursa.
So basically, the way it works is Tagdis is a virtual reality game, virtual graffiti game that you play in the real world. So the basic idea here is that you can create your own graffiti and then place it around town, and it's a game, so it's competitive. It starts out in a location, and you'll see in just a second. Each of these circles, it's gotten a little crowded because a lot of people are playing. Each circle represents a spot, and we're competing to become the king of a spot. Sort of like you try and compete to become the mayor of a spot, of a place in Foursquare. Same idea. But these are not defined by physical, they're not defined by organization or institutions, they're just literally defined by geography.
Okay.
So, what I can do then is, so here's where we are. It's jumping around a little bit because we're indoors, so it's a little confused. You can see there's already some graffiti around us. There's a set of graffiti tools built in, sort of basically spray paints and stencils. I'll just sort of show how that works. Here's some stencils that come with it. Let's pick a color paint. Yeah, we'll do black. Black's always in style.
Cool.
Get rid of the stencil, then I can add some text. Pick a font. Then go back, pick another color. Oops, I screwed up. Anyway, you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I can do is then I can go in and drop graffiti. So I go into augmented reality mode here, and what'll happen is, it'll take a minute, but there's already some graffiti floating around here, so I would be able to drop my tag anywhere. So I have a bunch of tags that I actually use. So these are the ones that I actually have that I already created. So I'd be able to pick one of these and just drop it. And then I go back to augmented reality mode, and I should be able to see some graffiti here. There's one. This is just going to load in just a second. There it goes. So there's graffiti all over the place. And there's probably a little bit more floating around. There's definitely that one, at the very least. Again, we're indoors, so the camera's being a little bit, the GPS is being a little bit janky.
Yeah, no worries.
But when you're outdoors, it's pretty consistent. Then I can look at that tag, see who made it. I can vote it up or down. I can big thumbs up, thumbs down. And that gives the tag strength. So it's competitive. It's a game. The idea here is to, whichever tag has the most tags and the most strength of those tags is the king of the spot.
Okay.
So that's basically the game. So you have a reason to play, a reason to engage because you're trying to become king or just voting on things. That's basically how it works. So the graffiti sort of floats in space.
And this is available in the App Store?
Yes, in the App Store now, and it's free. And you need an iPhone 3GS, so it needs the one with the compass and the GPS, or the iPhone, obviously, that'll be coming out in June. We'll work with it just fine.
And any plans for Android?
Eventually.
Okay.
Right now, the focus is on the iPhone, just because it's a little company and one step at a time. But definitely,
Sure.
You know, the Android is the next one for sure.
Well, congrats on winning the Augies,
Thank you.
and thanks for the demo.
Camera, it's infrared.
Yep. It sends bursts of infrared and then flies on the switch to rotate.
So right now you sell it with your platform.
We're not selling it, we're just pushing them.
Ah,
Yeah.
you're just here to demo stuff.
We sell our sound stuff.
Oh, that's too cool.
So this is just something.
Yeah, we recently partnered with them. We showed them after what they like this, and so
Put it on, have a look at the marker. What you're going to see here is not only a 3D display of the computer-generated graphics, but the camera system on it is also stereoscopic, so everything's going to appear in 3D.
I'm seeing video.
Yep. Now if you hold the marker up, you'll see, it's just going to pick up a symbol. And what that helps demonstrate, it's just a simple demonstration to show that both the 3D computer-generated, or the content that's computer-generated is in 3D, plus everything else that the camera sees is being displayed in 3D.
So I'm also looking at this is 3D, the camera, so this is stereoscopic?
That's correct, yeah.
I guess I'm not, it's not as obvious to me. How are you guys going to integrate into like the game industry in terms of if you wanted to plug this into the game?
Well, we're already,
You talking about the EA?
the software that comes with it already has support for over 100 applications.
Here we are presenting our augmented reality software platform based on Linear VR technology. Linear VR supports market tracking and texture tracking. We have a demonstration of texture tracking and uses some googles to see the augmented reality.
Okay.
And then we have a product configurator based on the SDK of the software.
Okay. Oh, so this is looking at this image here.
So the Google is just a way to
Oh, cool.
use it, but the point is that we are making texture tracking and a funny experience with space, ships, and lights.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then we have a product configurator. The main difference between our software and our competitors is the quality of the rendering, because we come from the engineering design sector. So this product configurator was made for Fiat for the launch of this car, Alfa Mito. You can switch between variants, change accessories, this in virtual reality, but of course also in augmented reality. In this case we use ARE2010, same rendering quality, and even in augmented reality you can still change between variants and configure your cards.
Cool.
This is an application that we made for Disney in Italy last month.
Like I said, this gives air guitar a whole new meaning. Yes.
Using facial tracking.
Oh, okay.
So it allows us to get rid of the marker. But so yeah, you can see the motion capture certain items. And the facial tracking to hopefully to work towards getting rid of the marker, which is
Well, I mean that's